remote. Alright. So, here we are with a stack of 4 or so packages. It's a good mix. We'll get into what it is and why. Start with the light one first. There we go. So this, I know what it is because it's the only thing I've ordered from Amazon lately. One, it's a bag that doesn't want to cooperate. So, if anyone is interested in Dragoborn, Amazon surprisingly has these about 6 to 8 with Prime shipping. This is the one I needed, deck 5. I don't know why, but the set I bought from eBay had the 4 decks at like 20 with free shipping. This is just the 5th one. That's basically it. Learn the rules and how to play that game, so we'll be going through that kind of briefly. We'll be going through the small ones and end with the big box. Trying a new setup, so ignore the autofocus issues and we'll see if that's a problem. Aha! From, I believe, Canada. Is this from Canada? Yep, Canada. Okay, so. I didn't know this was a thing either. Basically, obviously it's a card game, that's, that goes without saying. The 2 different starter decks, they're usually listed in a very awkward way because, for example, someone like, say, starter set 2 and then deck. That's very confusing when you get one product. Obviously, I researched and found out that there were 2, and I went and got 2. This is not extremely popular. I believe it is the same thing as the Gundam card game, just cut down to the Chibi SD. We'll see. It says as 30 card, 2 holographic cards included, 3 full color battleships, whatever. It's something to play. I'm sort of excited because I don't have a lot of experience, and most of these anime games really seem to just kind of be cut and paste. But you'll see that as our reviews go on about my opinion on many of these anime games. I'm not overly thrilled with how they are executed, as they seem to come out more frequently than not. Okay, so, alright, not the product I thought it was, but I will say, very well wrapped. I'll give them credit for that. So, confusingly, was this opened? I believe it's opened. I will have to double check it, because it definitely looks like, yeah, they just have a very odd tab system. Why would you design, whatever. It's a very odd tab system. This was just a small lot as dice fall out. As with many of the WizKids Pocket Constructible ones, they had a small, this is still in shrink, good. So are those, this is the punch card for that, yes. Basically, they did the same thing for Pirates. And you can get limited edition, if you want to call them exclusives, like they're only able to be gotten. Man, you guys love just tucking stuff upon tucking stuff. Very annoying. But you get to get exclusive pre-built units. They have the punch cards for it. This is the Joe Nemechek Chevrolet MB2 Motorsports car. No, I'm not a race car fan. I just play the car. So it's the Army car. Let's just call it that. It's the Army car. One of the nice things about getting these playsets, they have the big playmat. So this definitely gives you Pocono Raceway 1 of 2, Pocono Raceway 2 of 2. That's pretty big, so that's cool. 2 dice, but it only has a slot for 1. Odd. Don't know. They have their own packaging issues, whatever. So I will tuck this back in. They have a tab system. I'm going to guess someone just opened it, looked at it, and said, nope. So that goes there. And now the big box. I apologize if there's any shaking on the camera. This is one of those ones when you get volume and price point just perfect. So let's get you... Again, I apologize for the wobbling. In here are 2 display units of Shaman King. Now, you're going to say, the what? And I'm going to say, I don't know either. I just found out about it like a week ago. That's a big box, right? In here are 6 starters. Now, they say 2-player starter on the side. You might be wondering, why would you get that massive amount? Well, they did what one of my favorite things that dead CCGs sometimes do. The starters are semi-random. There are 2 30-card, let's use that, I think 2 30-card decks per box. They're not preset which 2 you're getting. So you can actually, you could theoretically get all of the, I don't think they're called, they might be called shamans, I don't know, the chamber cards. They have these things you pull out, their little special power. They're gimmicky, whatever. But for a smaller haul, I will admit this isn't quite the impressive feat. But there are a few highlights. One, that's basically a complete game. This is the 5th deck for that. This is all I intend to get for Shaman King. I mean, unless someone wants to make me a ridiculous offer on boosters, maybe. This is just a bigger play space, so when we go to play race day, we have a full-size mat as opposed to trying to work around the little fold-out one that they give you in the player packs. So, not fully amazing, but getting this was a bigger priority for me because of the amount of stuff. I'm looking to do that for a couple other things. Admittedly, you might not have heard of this stuff, and I hope you are as curious as I am to get there. If you want to support us, patreon.com/cardboardresurrection, one word, link in the description. There are 2 tiers, general access tier, you'll get to see these videos early, that's fine. But there's also a citizen influencer, which allows you to vote in the polls, and the polls do determine what we review next, sometimes what we acquire next, what we talk about, the external topics we talk about, because we talk about stuff like LCGs versus CCGs, about what the true value of a starter deck is. Should it be a random starter? Should it be a 1-player pre-constructed theme deck? Should it be a 2-player like this, a 2-player random like this? Which of those are going to grab your attention, especially when you're looking for another game? And the story on Shaman King is really awesome. Not as much for the company Upper Deck, but for us as a community, it's a really nice dive. It's not too long. It gets to the point kind of quickly. But if you want to literally influence, hence the name, but also drive where we're going, I think it's a good value. We get enough people. I'm going to start doing giveaways for these sorts of things. So, like, share, and subscribe our videos. The more people find out about us, the more people might become patrons. And I know that sounds like a cash grab, because it is. We are viewer supported. All of our videos are not monetized. All ads are from YouTube alone. I am not monetizing. I'm not putting ads in our content. That's just not how things are going to go. This is a philanthropy. We are doing this out of passion, out of wondering what these are, and this is basically where the money goes. That's basically it. So, until next time, Cardboard Resurrection. Hopefully we'll just keep getting these big hauls in, but you'll also be able to see what we do with these hauls. Keep knocking that desk is what I'm going to do. How's that?